speaking to Jimmy Parker recently, and Jim was saying what a great day it is when you play your final, your Interdowns Championships on the Waterloo.
Yes.
And the atmosphere, he reckons, is one of the best days at the Waterloo.
Well, yes, because we've got great support. And I think I'm quite proud of with our county is that is the sportsmanship. We enjoy it. We've got great respect for our opponents, and we take it in the spirit, of winning. We're just quite humble, really.
Yeah.
And I think with the support, so the atmosphere was just fantastic, and that was really good of Jim, to mention that, because it's a good way of playing the final. You're all together. Obviously there's a cost involved travelling up there, but we pay that, we raise that money ourselves, and we're honoured to be there.
Yeah.
And it's good to all be there and celebrate the win. And it's good to use the Waterloo.
Yes, yeah. It was a question I was going to ask you actually. What your views are, because we've talked about this issue quite a few times on the shows, and some people have the view that when you're all together, it takes the excitement of the away and the home leg away, and others people, share the view exactly what you've just said. It's nice to actually have all 24 players together. It's good to promote, our biggest venue that we've got in Crown Green Bowls being the Waterloo.
Yes.
So it's I guess the players who are sort of number 22, 23s and 24s probably sort of get a little bit bit impatient, wanting to get on. But
you find it goes quite quick. I think because we put you can put 4 or 5 ends on, whichever the two teams decide. But you find it goes quite quick, and it is a good build up to the end, especially if you're having a close match.
Yeah.
But I think it's key to support the Waterloo. It's one of my, as you know, we've got happy memories.
We've spent many happy times, haven't we, Anne? That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it needs to be preserved if we can.
Yeah.
And support it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've talked many times on this show about the Waterloo, and it has in some ways continues to face its challenges over its future. It is not an easy arena to maintain and to run, and if ever we lost that, it would be a tragedy, really. It's the Wembley of Bowls, as it's affectionately known. So one last thing I wanted to touch on, I was just going back to your presidency, and obviously it's a huge honour, but you've been involved in Crown Green Bowls, Anne, for many years, and as I say, certainly it's I've known you from a very, very young age, but how did you get into bowls? Well,
it was my dad. It's usually that, isn't it?
It is normal, yeah.
Yeah, it was my dad, so I was probably young for those days. Most of the ladies bowling then were retired, so I did feel quite young. It was good then. But no, it's come on a lot. I think it's great. You've got the mixed bowling. I think it's great that we've just accepted the junior boys into the team event with the girls. I think that's the way forward. And the more the youngsters play together and see it as the norm, that it's more of a sociable event then. If you want to be with your partner, that is.
Yeah.
But it makes it sociable. But now I've as you know, you can't get much more competitive than me.
No, absolutely not.
But I've had I'm looking forward to entering a few more of the old competitions. But,
yeah, good.
But my dad, I marked many a card for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But, so it's great for me. I've seen the transition from women not playing and being as involved as they are now. So it's moving a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Still a long way to go.
Yeah. How would you like to see ladies bowls develop? I mean, as you said, you've been involved at the top level in ladies bowls and have travelled, all over the country in a lot of the major tournaments. But how what's your opinion about ladies competing with the men and the ladies game generally? How do you see ladies bowls developing?
Like yourself, I don't see any problem with them playing in competitions together. In my view, you only get the top players ever wanting to pay £15-20 to enter a mixed or open competition. So I think it's good for the game. I'd like to see a big move of the British Crown Green incorporating the ladies. I don't see one day I think that will happen. I mean, as you know, we've merged with the Warwick and Worcester. We now work together with them. I think that's the way forward. You still can run your own entity. You know, we run the county on our own, but we're part of the association, and I think that's the way forward. Because I think you've just got more input, and I just, well, you know my view, really, don't you?
Yeah, I don't mind you airing it on the radio. Mel might not be very happy, but I don't mind.
We've actually got a comic on the screen for you, and there's a gentleman here who said they've got a DVD of you playing in a pleated skirt.
Ah, yeah.
You remember that?
And trying. That was going back a while then.
Yeah, it was. Pre-war, was it?
Is that the Barbara Rawcliffe Waterloo final? Would it be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
One of my claims to fame.
Yeah. I even have a very vivid memory of Anne. It probably wasn't a pleated skirt, but it may well have been a skirt. Very, very heavily pregnant with her youngest son. Many years ago, still chucking them corner to corner on Ansmith Victoria Men's Green, with a belly out sort of 2 or 3 feet in front of her. But yeah, you probably may or not remember that as well, Anne.
Well, I do remember playing with my dad at Real, disguising my 7-month pregnancy against Noel Burrows.
Oh right, okay.
Because I knew they would swing me in the corners.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
So yeah, we've had good fun.
Yeah, we have, yeah. I mean, as Mel will know, I mean, Anne, Debbie, Sue Moyden and myself, the 4 of us sort of just, you know, every April we sit at Anne's house invariably and plan our diary for the season and where we'd be going to, and get the AA route planner out, or the A to Z in those days. No sat-navs in those days, and we'd tootle up on to the M6 to Blackpool, Morecambe, Warrington, you name it. You name it, we went, and we had great fun, as Anne sort of said. You know, we competed hard and we played hard, but we had a great laugh as well. I have to say, usually at my expense, playing cards, because
Lindsay only one could get 33.
33 in a game of pontoon. That's right. Yeah, and I was so proud of it. So it was great. But anyway, I could sit obviously talk to you all night, Anne. But we have obviously got other guests to speak to. But thank you very much for taking the time, you know, and whizzing back from a county match to join us. And it has been a privilege to speak to you. And you know, obviously on behalf of myself personally and Talking Bowls, you know, wish you a very successful presidential year. And you know, with I'm sure the BCG, LBA, with you at the helm, will have a very good 12 months. And let's hope, you know, take Ladies Bowls to the next level. But we look forward to seeing you again during the season, and have a safe journey home.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you for inviting me.
Thank you, Anne.
Thanks for coming, Anne.
Thank you.
Pleasure, Mel.
Credit to the sport, Dan.
Thank you.